morning and welcome back to the channel. Now, something that I have been encountering a lot lately is with 4K discs, a lot of these. Now, I've read this a lot online where people's discs are starting to glitch and they're starting to fail further down the line, even though they've been stored perfectly in their cases. Now, what I want to show you today is what I've been doing to eradicate and keep that problem at bay, at least as best as I can, because something happened to my copy of Mad Max Fury Road the other day. I hadn't watched it in months and I put it on and the first hour of the film was completely and utterly broken. So I tried cleaning it, still broken, Blu-ray player not having a chance until I got to one scene. And then in the PlayStation 5, which I find the PlayStation 5 plays back most 4Ks almost flawlessly. So it's got to be really broken to not play on that. Well, my Fury Road glitched. It kind of ran it in like half frame rate. It looked like stop motion. I don't know what was going on. So I got out my buffering tool, which is what I use on my custom controllers, and I buffed it down, I polished it, and it played back on the PlayStation fine. I fixed it as far as the PlayStation was concerned, but my 4K Blu-ray player was worse. Anyway, let's get into it and let me show you exactly what I've been doing to keep this problem away. And hopefully the big companies will learn to stop doing this to us, because these things do cost a lot of money. Anyway, let's go check it out. So these are the items that I use to actually do this job. You need two cloths, one's for alcohol, one's to wipe off the alcohol, so it needs to be dry, and the other one is to clean the discs. And you've got your isopropyl. You can get this off Amazon. It doesn't cost too much. I can't remember how much, but you get an awful lot in here. But I use it to actually clean my records, which is why I have so much of it. But yeah, okay. So yeah, let me show you what we do. This arrived in the post this morning. It's probably going to have the issue that I'd like to show you. So let's unbox it. Probably don't need that now. Don't need that, put that over there. And oddly, it does not have the problem anywhere near as bad as a lot of discs do. But I will show you the issue. It does have a minor problem, so let's take out the discs. We'll just put those aside, put them face down. Okay, so what happens is, I don't know if you can see, I'll try and show you, but we have these marks on here. So on here, there's one here, one here, and one here. Normally the whole thing is caked in this grease. I don't know what it is, but this one's not too bad. It's not too bad. I don't know if you can see that. I will find a way to show it to you anyway. But anyway, well, so what I do is I get my alcohol. I will look for another disc in a minute. Put some alcohol on there. Just wipe inside here. The whole thing. The whole thing. Get all that marks, whatever that stuff is. I don't know what it is, but I can't help but think it's long term doing something to the surface of the discs, and the discs weird. I don't know what's going on, to be fair. Get my second one to dry it. Be careful not to get it caught on the things here. And on these little things, they will snap off very easily. Just clean the whole thing off. See, now there's loads of marks, but that's just where the alcohol's dried. So I'm gonna just take this off. And in the grooves. And on the outside a bit. But this case is probably one of the cleanest ones I've ever seen. Yeah. Take that in there. take those marks off. Right, that is remarkably cleaner. Put a little bit more alcohol on here. Put it on the disc. Now the discs are spotless, but just put that one on there. Put that one on there. Let that dry. You'll see it dry. It's dried now. Get my cloth. And then just carefully remove the alcohol marks by going from centre to out. I like to hold the cloth with 2 hands and just work my way around just the outside of the disc. Just give it a gentle wipe. There's a little mark there. Which disc is this? This is the 4K. Just going to put that one in there. Remove that speck of dust from there. So I think looking after the cases that we store the discs in might be a clue to the answer, but the grease in the discs only happens on 4K discs, and the problem only occurs on 4K discs. So just put in 2 and 2 to get 5. It's been working so far. And it did actually fix Mad Max as far as the PS5 was concerned. But my player was not having it. Just a Blu-ray, right? No problem. Put that in the right way up. That is it, and that is basically all I do, because from what I can find out, is there's something happening as to how they store the discs in the warehouses. Something to do with gassing, no idea what. It's just, but it's emitting something that's sticking like a residue. Just put that one back together. Actually, I might just let that open just to air out a little bit. Yeah, put that in there. But if I go and show you another disc, you'll probably see that the problem's a lot worse. And I'm just going to have a guess. Let's try deep impact. Yeah, there we go, really bad. Put these cloths down, which one's the wet one? So that's the wet one. So you can see in here, I've been slowly working my way through all my discs, but you can see here, if I put my finger, you can see that it draws a line. Look, really bad. See that? That's what needs to be removed. Again, to take it off, to take a little bit more alcohol. No problem. Ooh, splash myself a little bit. Best to catch it before it gets worse. Yeah, it's very strange. Why do they only store 4K discs like this? They don't store DVDs like it, they don't store CDs like it, they don't store Blu-rays like it. Yeah, it's only 4Ks have the issue. Let's just take get it all off. I guess the most important bit is where the discs sit. I would imagine so anyway. Okay. Okay, we're winning. Do the same on the discs. Let the discs dry off. Yeah, no, at some point I will. Well, I've been working through my 4Ks as and when I watch them, but I think what I need to do is at some point I need to just sit down with a stack of them. Unfortunately, there's hundreds here. It's the problem with having a large collection, but at the same time, would you rather spend a day saving them, or maybe saving them, or would you rather rebuy them further on down the line in 3 years' time when they possibly have stopped working? Get the edges. So you can see what the alcohol has left on the disc. You can see if I do this. Hopefully you can see that mark. That's what we're actually removing, but that's just where the alcohol's dried. That's no problem, and it doesn't scratch the discs at all. So let's just work our way through. Carefully rotating the disc with the other hand. Not putting any fingerprints on anything, of course. This is just a Blu-ray, so don't really mind so much on this one. Probably got a Blu-ray of it there somewhere anyway. But yeah, no, I understand that the information is 4 times more dense, so a mark on the disc essentially becomes 4 times bigger because the information is so much smaller. So it's far more sensitive for error. Okay, so that is my deep impact disc done. I'll put that one in there, and that's that. Okay, well, I hope that gave you a good insight as to what I believe could be the problem to this global problem of everyone's 4K discs just glitching and freezing and breaking and having to rebuy them, which is really annoying. But anyway, like, subscribe, tune in for the next video. I know that I've got a GTA 6 controller already made. I will show you how I made that and sprayed that and break everything down so you can make your own controllers. Okay, I shall see you next time.